What's going on, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, just coming to you here midday. It's about a little after noon. It is my first full day off in between jobs right now. Pretty pumped. It's already been a really productive morning, and just figured I would take the time, get a video out now before the day got away from me, and bring you guys 10 unique sales that I've had on eBay in October. Haven't done a lot of sales updates this month, so I figured this is kind of a good way to break back into the routine. I picked 10 items that were, a higher dollar value and were a little more unique that I don't find all the time. But I picked ones that I've found all at thrift stores or estate sales. So these are things that you probably will come across over the course of your time out thrifting. And so hopefully you'll be able to add some of these if you haven't found them to your brand knowledge, or just kind of the vintage knowledge and finds around those, and it'll help you in your business. If you're new to my channel, I am a part-time eBay seller. I specialize in clothing. I do a little bit of hard goods from estate sales and stuff like that I've been getting into, and some shoes. I am transitioning between roles right now and jobs, and start my next one in about 12 days. So I have 12 days off to really go pretty hard at my eBay business. So I'm excited about that. And I will share my screen here in a minute. Just want to make sure my sound is good. Check the chat because we are live. Looks like we're all good. So let me share my screen here, and we'll jump right in. I'll give you guys these 10 sales, and hopefully they'll help you. All right. So the first one is, I love selling blazers, by the way. So blazers and sport coats are something that I really enjoy selling. They're a higher dollar value for sure. And around me, all of the stuff is flatly priced at my Goodwills. So this sport coat that I found, I paid $4.99 for it, and all sport coats and blazers are priced at $4.99. And it's a Hickey Freeman, and it's the Boardroom collection, which within the Hickey Freeman brand line, if you find Boardroom, the Boardroom line, which is it's described usually on the tag, I'll show you here in a minute, that definitely brings a lot better value than just a standard Hickey Freeman. One of the other bigger kind of unique features of this was it's like a heavier tweed. And so it's kind of like that thatch woven pattern with a really rugged tweed wool, which is definitely desirable from a sport coat perspective. And as we enter the kind of the colder seasons here, these will become more popular and they should sell a little faster. And then it's a 42 regular, which is a really standard size. A lot of people wear 42 and 44. So just gives a bigger market of people who are looking for that. So this sold for $59 plus $4.99 shipping. Actually sold full price. I think it was a day or two ago. I haven't shipped it yet. I need to ship it today, actually. So I think it sold yesterday. So to show you some close-up pictures of it, it's got the real rugged wool on it. You can see it's a couple variations of blue. It does have some window painting in there for the pattern with that thatch kind of tweed look to it. I'll kind of show you guys each look here. Had those 3 buttons. They're not functional, just decorative. Single vent, you can see in the back there around the butt area. That's the vent right there. And let me see the tag for you guys here. So I always do like an inside the lining picture. Whoops. So you can see it's got the Boardroom collection right there as the tag. And then you've got your standard Hickey Freeman over there. And there you go. There's your tag. And then it doesn't always have it right on the lining, but it'll also have model name Boardroom right there for you. And that's a problem because this is a 44 long, this is a 42. Oh, nope. Actually, I remember listing this one. The measurements are 42. It was taken in. The size is 44. So that's the other thing to be on the lookout for is if it is, double check your sizes, because a lot of times they can be altered and off, and this one was definitely altered. All right, so on to the next. So these are silver jeans, which they're common out there to find as jeans, but the Edin line, I've only found this one time, and it's definitely was a bigger size of jeans, size 20, and they measured 42 by 28 across the waist. They're you can see the tag here, silver, and these type of jeans sell between like 30 and 50 depending on the line for me. Typically, this pair specifically sold for 34 plus $4.99 shipping. I paid $4.99 for it. And let me show you some of the pictures here. You can see I forgot to rotate that picture. And actually, it's probably a result of my phone. So sometimes the eBay app, I'm not sure if anyone's experienced this, you load your pictures from your phone, you rotate them in the app, you go to post it live, and sometimes not all, some of them rotate back, which is really annoying. And I catch those occasionally. You can see the Edin line right there. It's got the, by the tag here, gives you the style line. And so yeah, these sold for $34 plus $4.99 shipping. So I was very happy with that. You know, these jeans are $4.99 in my area, so that's a decent flip and a decent margin there. All right, now we have a, this was a really cool sale. So it's a vintage 90s starter jacket. It's like a quarter snap, so it's not full snap. It was in really good shape. There wasn't a lot of flaws on it. The buttons had wear on them, you can see there, but that was about it. Besides the buttons having wear, the rest of it was in really good shape. And let me show you some of these pictures. And it sold for $53 plus $4.99 shipping. This is one that sold overnight while I was sleeping, so I woke up to it, which is always fun. You can see the nice patch there on the side. And you got their starter logo. It's kind of got like the two-pane orange and blue there, navy blue. It's a pretty sharp-looking jacket. Here's your tag to be on the lookout for. And these starter jackets, as long as you can get into them for a decent price, you know, they always will bring you back the money you want for them for the most part. I would say 40 would be at the low end for most of them for jackets. Sorry. Also depends on the team and the style of it. You know, definitely play a role, but in general, the vintage starter stuff sells decent. All right, this next one is one of the few hard goods that I sell, and I found this at a estate sale. I think I paid $6, maybe $5 for it. It was half off. Actually, I think I paid $4. It was $8. It was half off on the second day. So it's a Gran Turismo 3, like the driving force plug-in. So it's like a plug-and-play pedal set and wheels for the PlayStation 2. And a lot of these vintage plugins like this was brand new. You can see the box has some wear, but it was sealed. It definitely was sealed, had not been touched. Logitech makes it. And I didn't even look it up. I was just like, well, for $4, I'm sure I can flip this decently. And it did. I only included 3 pictures here. Just kind of showed around the box, show the seal. You can see the factory seal there. And so yeah, they definitely had it for a while, and you could tell they didn't open it, so I couldn't really test it. Unfortunately, we obviously wanted to maintain that seal, the factory seal, but sold $54 plus $4.99 shipping. It cost me about $17 to ship, so definitely ate into my margin a little bit, but that's the way it goes with hard goods. I actually had mass changed and updated my pricing and my shipping, and that's the only reason shipping was that low. I used to have this as calculated shipping, so I kind of ate it a little bit on that, but I still made, you know, a solid $25 profit after all fees and such. So on to the 5th sale. I included Miss Me there. So I kind of count these as unique for me. I mean, first of all, I don't find Miss Me jeans very often at all where I am, and when I do, I almost rarely ever find them in black denim. And so this was a decent sale for me. They didn't sit very long. I had them up and they sold for, I took a best offer actually of $39.99 plus $4.99 shipping. So $45, paid $4.99 for them. And you can see the tag here. It's got kind of the size, and it's got the Irene boot cut design there, or the line. But they're just some black standard jeans. Nothing too crazy about it. I just don't find these very often. So this is definitely unique for me. Not sure if in your guys' area you find them. I'm just going to check the comments real quick here just to make sure that they're good to go and that everyone can see my screen. Looks like they're good. All right, so on to the next. So again, this was a really cool find. This actually, I took a best offer of $69.99 for this and was very happy to move it for $70. I picked this up for $4.99, just like the other blazers. And this is Brooks Brothers. It's got the brown Glen plaid, which I don't actually find this pattern very often, especially in Brooks Brothers. But the best part was it was Loro Piana fabric or wool, which if you ever find Loro Piana, that's like a fabric maker, and so they basically, Brooks Brothers is using their fabric to make the coat, so it's kind of like a partnership almost. And so it really increases the value when you have Loro Piana paired with it. You can see the pictures here. Let me see if I can get you a tag. So here is the Brooks Brothers tag. It's got the golden fleece tag there. And here's your Loro Piana, 100% New Zealand merino wool, fabric made in Italy. and size 44 regular, you can see there. So really very, very happy with that sale. I actually didn't have this up for too terribly long, maybe a month or so, which is, for me, my blazers usually move like 3 to 6 months. So like they're longer tail for the most part, but yeah, I was very happy to move this for $70, and it shipped flat rate for $5.95, so not too bad at all. So here is a pair found. Actually, Jason from Prof Sales and I were out thrifting, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, and we found a huge batch of these at a Value Village. They wanted $12 a piece for them, which is a little steep, but they use the white tag, which means they'll never actually go on sale. They'll never rotate that color through. So we knew it was never going to get lower than 12. So we each picked up a couple pair of these. I've sold 3 pair since then. Obviously not common to find. I don't find cinched jeans a lot to begin with. They're kind of a heavier duty Western brand of jeans, and very popular. And I don't find them very often here at all. And then to find them a bunch of new tags was pretty crazy. So these sold for, I actually took a best offer of $49.99. So I was happy to move them for $50. 12 into 50. They ship flat rate for $5.95. So still a decent amount of meat on the bone there. I'll show you the tags. These are white label. Definitely some odder sizes too, 33 by 36. I ended up trying to pick up unique sizes when we were picking from all the ones we saw there. I tried not to pick the standard ones just because these tend to sell a little better. But yeah, just stayed up late and got up early. There was no MSRP on them, which is actually kind of nice. And you can see if you ever find them without tags, this label on the front pocket is how you can tell like what color label it is, like white label versus they have like orange and green. I've seen black. And each label has different characteristics on it that make them more valuable or less valuable. So definitely you want to do your research if you find those. But Cinch is a brand that I definitely would be on the lookout for in general, and I thought this was a pretty cool sale. This I posted on Instagram not too long ago, and a couple days ago maybe. So it's a vintage Columbia fly fishing utility vest jacket, or however you want to call it, full zip vest, and it has the fly fishing pole holder in the back, which is pretty neat. And I knew this was vintage because of the tag. You look at that right there. That's one of the really old Columbia tags. You don't really see that anymore. This actually was in really great shape. There was like no stains on it. The pockets were really functional and in great shape. Even the Velcro and stuff like that was in good shape, which a lot of these I'll find just this type of item in general. And usually there's some stains on it, or there's some of the zippers are broke, or some of the Velcro is not working well. Those are kind of the things to be on the lookout for as you're sifting through the racks and just making sure that it's good before you pick it up. So this is a pretty cool item. I got it for $3.99 and it sold for full price, $49.99. So I was really, really thrilled with that. It's just a really, really solid sale. All right, so this I found a couple of months ago. I actually posted this on Instagram too, and a couple people were interested in it. It's just a really funny sweater. I've never seen anything like it. This is a Who's Yeti to Party. And you can see from my keywords here, I just said funny themed Yeti gray crew neck sweater. I liked having Yeti in there because I thought it picked up on the other Yeti products as well. People had some really good suggestions to like pair this with a Yeti itself and sell it, which I thought was a really good idea. I didn't end up going that route. I just listed it for $39.99. And it ended up selling for full price. And this one, actually, I think it sold while I was sleeping. I remember waking up to this one, so that was pretty sweet. Paid $3.99, and it shipped first class for probably like $3.50 to $4.50-ish in that range. I can't remember the exact weight, but decent turn there, and definitely a unique sale. I don't find stuff like this very often, so cool to jump on that. I got 2 more to go here, guys. So another pair of Miss Me jeans, and I picked these well for 2 reasons. 1, because I don't find Miss Me very often, but 2, because of the kind of the different bling and feathered stuff in the back. A lot of the ones I find usually are pretty plain, and I don't find them with stuff like this. So this was a cool find. Again, $4.99 I paid for these. I took a best offer of $39.99 for these just to get them rolling. I haven't had them for that long, but I'm just trying to keep things moving right now since I haven't been listening a ton. So $4.99 into 40. These shipped flat rate for $5.95. So it's a decent find there, and you can see from the back pocket, it's just a more unique look than I'm used to finding with these. And again, like the other pair, you can see they've got the different style lines there, the size, and all the good stuff on the front there. So Miss Me, just it's a buckle brand. BKE, just wanted to be on the lookout for sure. And this last one is pretty cool. I've never found anything like it before. This was a vintage Tommy Hilfiger shirt. It's a button front. It's denim. It's got like a denim collar. It's definitely a heavier denim shirt with like this like gradient plaid pattern on the front. And it's a double XL. It was in actually really decent shape. I mean, there wasn't a ton of wear on it. Definitely is vintage and old for sure. But really cool piece. The vintage Tommy stuff always does well, especially if it's in good shape. And the sleeves had some wear to them. That was probably the places with the most wear I tried to highlight there. But this thing, I think I had this up for, I don't know, maybe 2 months or so. And it ended up selling for full price, so $34.99, and I was very happy with that sale. So there's 10 unique sales. Thought I, kind of midday here before I get back down to organizing the garage and listing. Just got so many projects going on around here in the house and trying to use this time to get momentum. Wanted to show you those sales. Let me stop sharing for a minute. We'll pop back over to here. See what type of questions we have. Let's see. Someone said, do you try to look up completed listings for vintage things? I don't as much anymore. I used to spend a ton of time doing searches in the sold listings. I probably once a week do sold listing searches and research. I'll usually, like, while I'm just like kind of laying down at night in bed, I'll jump on my phone and just kind of check some different niches and things like that I'm trying to learn about. I'm always trying to add a new niche to learn about. So that's usually when I do that. So vintage, I don't spend as much time on, but I probably sorry about that. Dog ran through the mic cord and pulled it out. Scared himself. He ran down the stairs, and you guys couldn't hear me for a little bit there, so sorry about that. Should be good to go now. Ryan Ross said, helpful quote I heard recently, thought I'd share. There are two pains in life. Everyone has to choose between the pain of regret and the pain of discipline. That's an awesome quote to share. I completely agree with that and echo that. That's why I always pushing, trying to hustle as much as I can. Squeezing all the moments out of the day that you possibly can is definitely a huge thing to do, and you will thank yourself later for doing that without a doubt. But yeah, those are the finds, guys. I'm trying to keep this a shorter video because I'm going to try to do a video every day for you guys from between now and my next job, so about 12 days of videos. Hopefully this was entertaining and hopefully you learned something. Definitely drop in the comments below for me just some of the unique finds you found lately. Even if you want to link up some of the sales just so people can see them, that's very helpful to everyone. I think it's a pretty good way to share in the community and for people to keep learning. Hit that like button for me on the way out. We have 51 watching live. I only have 8 likes. So if you guys don't mind, hit that like button. It lets YouTube know that it's a good video and a valuable video, and lets me know that I'm doing a good job for you guys. So have an awesome day. If you have any questions, feel free, as always, to drop me a line on Instagram. Direct message is the best way to go. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys.